now moving on to what is NetConf. The NetConf the Network Configuration Protocol was originally published in 2006 as RFC 4741. And interestingly about that is that it predates Yang. The Yang data modeling language was published in 2010 as RFC 6020. So, but despite its name, NetConf, network configuration, it's not just for configuration. It also supports monitoring or some basic monitoring. As mentioned, all the nodes in the tree can either be configuration true or configuration false. And those nodes that are config false are the operational state nodes. And of course, they can be used for monitoring the device. In the topic of monitoring, it's important to distinguish between basic monitoring, and what I mean by to extract the config false data from the device, you'd have to poll the device to get it. But separately, there's another area of monitoring which is known as streaming telemetry. And so streaming telemetry is where massive amounts, a huge stream of data can be being sent from the devices. And NetConf is not necessarily the protocol to be used for streaming telemetry. So when I'm stating that NetConf can be used for monitoring as well, please take that into account. Some notable characteristics about NetConf is that it is an XML-based protocol. It is actually a proprietary, I shouldn't say proprietary, it's a standards-based protocol, but it's a custom protocol. NetConf was built on top of SSH and TLS initially. Both of these are known as stream-based transports. And as a stream-based transport, they don't necessarily provide framing. So you don't know what is the beginning of the message or the end of the message. And being an XML-based protocol, NetConf had to introduce a framing. And so there's this entire ability, the protocol itself defines how to do framing using XML. Just mentioned, NetConf has transport bindings for SSH and TLS, and QUIC is a transport binding for QUIC is being discussed. For those that are unfamiliar with QUIC, it is the combination of DTLS and UDP brought together, and it creates a very efficient transport. And it is what's used currently today for what's known as HTTP 3, version 3 of HTTP. Other notable characteristics of NetConf is that it supports single device transactions and multi-device transactions, which we'll be discussing on the next slides.